One of the most anticipated non-conference matchups this early season involves the SEC against the Big Ten. It's USC and LSU, of course, from Vegas, one of those neutral site games, and offense is to be expected in this one. You're seeing over-unders in the mid-40s. Well, knock it up to 64.5 for this one. We got Steve Merrill on the line from wagertalk.com. And of course, that is the place to catch Steve's work on a regular basis, wagertalk.com for the NFL and college football. There should be fireworks in this one, Steve, despite both of these teams losing their starting quarterbacks from last year, Heisman Trophy winners the last two seasons. Still plenty of offense expected in this one.
So I'm going to give you a 22-4 angle, which applies to this game. If you just played the over for both teams last year, Mark, you went 22-4 over. That's actually better than my 21-5, 21-6 under the radar selection. So,
21-5.
21-5. They beat me by a single game. Had I just played the over in all these games last year, I might have had one extra win. LSU 12-1 over, by the way. USC was 10-3 over. Went under in their final two regular season games, but then they went over in that bowl game. And let's talk about those bowl games last year. We have a situation here where the total's gone from 62.5 to 64.5 with two new starting quarterbacks who have never played a regular season game. Yet I like the over here because they both made their debut in the bowl game last year, and they lit it up. Garrett Nussmeier came in for Jaden Daniels, the Heisman Trophy winner. He sits out. Nussmeier gets MVP of the bowl game, puts up almost 400 yards. And then, of course, the year before Caleb Williams wins the Heisman, he sits out last year's bowl game for USC, and Miller Moss comes in and puts up 6 touchdowns. Lincoln Riley has a track record of producing great quarterbacks, and I think he's going to be another one. These could be two of the best quarterbacks in the country this year. They're definitely on the Heisman list, in my opinion. And once again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. 22-4 overs with these two teams last year. I think it's 23-4 over after this game on Sunday night.
We've got a track record of putting up posting wins here at the Voice of College Football as well. And Steve, again, 21-5, not too shabby against the spread. That's his record under the radar selection, exclusive here at the Voice of College Football that you can find out more about in just a second. Thanks for stopping by, Steve.
Thanks, Mark.
College football is even more exciting with some action on the line. And the games are even better when you're cashing in. And the Voice of College Football is the place to be to get the greatest value. Let's start with my picks. 75% against the money line, 58% against the spread. I've got a 40-year track record. In fact, in 2023, at $100 played per game, you would have netted over $9,300. And guess what? I'm just the warm-up act. Steve Merrill, our ace in the hole, show stopper from Wager Talk. 6 years with the Voice of College Football, over 30 years in the industry. Steve gives us analysis on all the big games, but you can't miss Steve's weekly under the radar pick, which went 21-5 against the spread the last two seasons. I repeat, 21-5 against the spread. You also get picks from some of our top analysts here at the Voice of College Football, including Steve Dace and Matt Zemek. Become a YouTube channel member or Patreon member for just $99 per month. Go to the main channel on YouTube, click join, and select the betting tier. Do the same thing on Patreon. Make 2024 a winner now.